I don't know if you can relate, but sometimes we always get emotional when we are in an argument. Today I'm going to share with you 3 steps to not get emotional when you're in an argument. Make sure you stay to the end because the step is the most effective. Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm all about your love, relationship, and your self-development. Step number 1. Before you even get to an argument, you're not feeling good about it or you're not even ready. You use the phrase, I can tell. I can tell I am not ready for this discussion, meaning you're not in a good mood or you're feeling under pressure or just feeling off. Or you can say, I can tell I'm not myself. So you're telling your partner or your friends that you are not ready for this discussion. You don't hope for an argument, but you can tell them you're not ready. So what you're doing here is you're taking ownership of your emotions by controlling the argument before it even starts. So by doing this, you're acknowledging that your emotions are not calm and you like to take some time before you get into the discussion. Because when emotions are high, intelligence are low. So you will not respond calmly and say the things you mean. If you act on urge, you're reacting with urge, then you will do or say something that you don't mean during an argument, and therefore it will slowly escalate into an explosion of emotions, which is not what you want. You might end up crying, screaming, yelling. So that's not what we expected or wanted. And when you get to that stage, you will not be able to conversate or communicate properly or what you want to say to the other person. So take a step back, acknowledge your emotions and say, I can tell I am not ready. And when you do that, we will move on to the next step. So step number 2, you respond towards the other party in an argument by keeping your voice low and slow. Because the faster you talk, the louder you get. And when you get loud, the more emotions you're pushing out and forcing it. And you might try to talk over each other too. So it will escalate to a point where nobody is listening to nobody. When you talk loud, you will let your emotional side take over. So when you talk low and slow, your brain will be able to process and calm your emotions before you speak. So in an argument, you do not want to talk fast and loud. That will definitely escalate to nowhere or to somewhere that both of you do not want to end up with. And of course, you might end up with crying again or even screaming and yelling, because the faster you talk, the louder you get. So speak low and slow. When you're feeling emotions building up, you take a break or you speak low and slow. And also, when the other party is trying to speak over you, when you speak low and slow, you're gaining control of the situation, because the other party is getting anxious and they're speaking louder and faster. But if you do it low and slow, they will reflect on the emotions and mirror it. People tend to mirror each other in a situation. When you take control, you do it low and slow, you will influence the action towards them, and they will calm down, or when they see it, they will calm down too. So in an argument, do not escalate to talk fast. Now, once you did that, step number 3, take time out early and often. Don't try and figure out what you want to say when you are talking. You can start your sentence with I need. You say, I need to collect my thoughts. Or you say, I need to take a moment. Whenever you assert your needs, you're keeping your analytical side going. You're preventing from going emotional. So you tell the other party, I need a moment. So you're giving yourself time to process your thoughts, gather your feelings and your thoughts together and see what is an urge and what is a response. Sometimes you have the urge to do certain things, but then you actually act differently because the urge might not be the best idea, and you respond with a better decision. So when you take time out, you're giving yourself time to think and time to respond. And therefore, you take control of your emotions and the argument as well. So when you are in an argument, you use the word I need. When you say I need, you are telling the other party or you're telling the other person you are focusing on your needs and you need time out. If ever the other party do not respect that, there will be no further reasons for you to continue with the argument because they don't even respect what you need or acknowledge or validate your feelings. Then there's no need, because what does that say? That party is telling you they don't care. If they have the tiny bit of care factor, they will allow you to have the time off. It also gives them a relief towards the escalated argument. And if argument have escalated and one party say, I need a moment, it will also ease off the tension that has been building up. And once it is off, both parties have some time out and come back towards the discussion again. It will come back to a more relief and less tense moment, and maybe both parties can sort things out. Purely because an argument happened when there is an issue or a problem, and both parties couldn't come to terms to agree on it. That's how arguments happen. It happens to become an argument because both parties are angry, frustrated, loss of patience. So when this happened, respect the feeling and emotions. Take time out early and often. And then you will be able to come together and calmly find a solution to the issue. Let's recap how to not get emotional in an argument. Number 1, don't put yourself in an argument when you're not ready. Use the word I can tell. Number 2, when you respond with a low and slow voice. Number 3, take time out early and often. Use the word I need. I hope this helps you, and if you ever learn something from this video, hit the thumbs up and comment down below if you ever encounter any arguments and use some of these steps. If it ever helps you, I'll be happy to know. And comment down below where you're tuning in from. It's always lovely to know. And if you haven't already and watched till now, hit the subscribe button and welcome to my channel. I'm here to help you develop a better version of you.